Just like so many people had predicted from the very beginning, The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, ended up being a complete and total disaster for Amazon. One of the most popular and legendary IPs in existence. They took J.R.R. Tolkien's world and completely bastardized it. We saw from the teaser trailer that people did not like this, that people knew they were in all likelihood going to despise it. Nearly 2 million dislikes just on that teaser trailer. But when people actually did try to give this show a chance, clearly they didn't like what they saw. Only 37% of viewers finished Amazon's Rings of Power, which is very bad. Not just very bad, it's disastrous. If it were any other show, it would have been canceled on the spot because even the people that gave it a chance hated it. It got destroyed in the ratings by House of the Dragon. But on top of all the other failures, the elephant in the room was the insane budget that got poured into this show. The most expensive television series in history. Rings of Power could cost $1 billion. What's making TV so expensive? And that $1 billion number, that's for 2 seasons. And now we're sitting there waiting to get any updates about when possibly season 2 might release. And we're hearing whispers about season 3. This is money laundering in broad daylight. Amazon already working on Rings of Power season 3 after spending almost $500 million on season 1. And that's after $250 million for the rights to do it. And then, even though they said they were going to make things cheaper for season 2 by filming and staying in New Zealand on the sets they built, they shifted everything to the UK for season 2. They had to rebuild everything that they had planned before, poured in way more money than they ever expected. And in all likelihood, of those 37% who couldn't even finish the fucking season, how many of those people are actually going to come back to watch season 2 of this bullshit? Apparently, Amazon knows that it's not worth what they're putting into it because apparently for season 3, this is the newest word we got. Exclusive. The Rings of Power season 3, which will film in the UK, will have a much lower budget than season 2 with the focus to reduce departmental costs. Some of the costs for departments such as hair, makeup, costume, sound were more expensive in the UK than New Zealand. Wow, I wonder why you fucking picked everything up and moved to the UK when you said you were going to do the entire thing in New Zealand. You made it even more expensive than it had to be. And I 100% think that this is an indication they have no confidence in season 2. They have no confidence in this going forward. And they're basically probably going to say, if you can't do this at a reasonable budget, we got to just cut this shit because it's not going to be profitable for us in the long run. They did all the spin they could possibly manage. If you guys remember, they shut down Amazon's rating system for days. They wouldn't allow you to rate this show. And then when they did, they discarded a bunch of 1-star reviews. They manipulated IMDb, which is owned in part by Amazon, by the way. And then they went out there and tried to claim that it was just some massive, huge success story, when the reality is the exact opposite. This was supposed to be this big, grand, incredible, global phenomenon for them. And that's not what it was. But that is what happens when you take a franchise, when you take a fan base, when you take all these things, you rip it up in front of them and you say, hey, you know what? We're going to change it. We're going to make it better. Tolkien wasn't inclusive enough. We need more diverse characters. We really need to push a modern day global agenda into this incredible story that was crafted so long ago. And if you don't like it, well, you're just a bigot and you can get the fuck out. It's exactly what a lot of fans heard, and that's exactly what they did. And season 2, whenever it comes out, we've heard there's a lot of behind the scenes issues. They thought it was going to come out this year, but we have heard jack shit. Maybe it might come out near the end of the year, but we certainly haven't seen any teasers, anything like that. But for them already to be saying, yeah, we need to cut way back on the cost for season 3, if we even go through with season 3, right now it's just in the big time pre-production stages. That's an indicator that they have no faith in this going forward, and they shouldn't, because they are the ones that fucked up. Let me know your thoughts about all this in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.